Hey guys, it's Jolene at Smith's Nature Friendly Farms, and I'm hanging out in the kitchen today and we're playing around with some vanilla. I wanted to show you guys how I am testing out and making vanilla extract. I keep seeing so many people talk about the higher quality taste and flavor of a vanilla extract that you make yourself, that I wanted to make my own and test it out. And I've gone with a version that I found online. If I can find the original YouTuber's link, I'll certainly share it. It's not my recipe by any means. I just love to test out other people's great recipes that they find and are sharing. So I'm super excited to share this one, and we'll see if it's any good. It will take an incredibly long time to come to completion. So, well, let's talk about that as we get going. Let's get started. Okay, so the ingredients you're gonna wanna get started with are, first off and most importantly, vanilla beans. So a vanilla bean is actually quite expensive. You can buy them online. There are a couple of websites that actually sell them, or you can even get it just through like Amazon. Sometimes your grocery store will carry them. I ordered these guys from Walmart, and I was able to get them delivered, which was fantastic. They're about $25 for 10, so really expensive, but ideally the flavor should make up for the cost. And it also allows me to do a couple of other projects like vanilla sugar, which I'm doing, and this vanilla extract, which I'm really excited about. So I've got 10 beans in this package here. And the other things that you're going to need, surprisingly, we're not having a party. You need vodka. You can use different alcohols, but vodka is the one that seems to be most commonly used. It's also cheap. You can get terrible vodka. You don't need to get the high quality stuff. You can get the low end stuff. And sorry, TAC brand, you might be fantastic. I don't know, but you were the low cost version in the liquor store, because it's not about the flavor of the alcohol. In this case, you're going to let it sit for a long period of time, and you want the extraction of the flavor from the bean. You will also need a jar, and I highly encourage you to sanitize your jars before using them. So I didn't run you through that, but I have boiled my jars. Anytime you're doing any project where you're storing food, there's two things that you should do. One is wash your hands. This should just be common knowledge. Wash your damn hands. And then second, sterilize whatever tools that you're using that can impact the quality. You don't want to harbor any bacteria in something that you're going to be storing, or you may be giving away to somebody else. So sterilizing is definitely a good way of preventing that. So even though I'm not going through a canning process, I definitely sterilize these jars. All right, so our first step is going to be to cut the vanilla bean, and we're going to cut off both the ends and then slice it down the middle. One of the tools that I'm using is just a simple, very small knife. I love these knives. These knives come from Pampered Chef. You'll hear me talk about Pampered Chef a lot. I really love Pampered Chef kitchen tools. I'm definitely a gadget girl. So this Pampered Chef knife is fantastic for cutting, and we're going to use it to open up the pod. So I'm just going to cut off the end, and then pinching a little bit with my nail to hold it down. Try not to cut my fingers. Slice it down the middle. Slicing it down the middle essentially just opens it up, lets you see. It's not so much about seeing, but it's about releasing kind of the goodness of the vanilla bean, which is all this gooey stuff, this flavor on the inside of the pod. And we're opening it all up, and I know it's probably not great of a view, but you get kind of like this dirty inside, but it's oh so good. So we're going to take that, and I'm going to actually cut them once in half because pods are a bit long, and I'm going to cut a second one. Okay, and this one isn't as long, so I'm going to leave it whole. So I've got it in my jar. Time to open the good stuff. Well, not really the good stuff. Again, sorry. Pour it in. and I'm going to leave some space at the top. We're going to put some cut squares of wax paper, whoops, a lid, and the ring on the top. And that's just to prevent any chance of any metal taste in your jar. So essentially, that's it. Now, what happens? How long do you gotta wait? Well, here's the kicker. Guaranteed 1 year. Now, lots of people will tell you they do it for a month or they do it for 2 weeks. But from what I have read, not so much what I've read, sorry, what I've watched is you get a much higher quality with much fewer beans by letting it sit a lot longer. So I'm going to leave it in for 1 year. I know actually the YouTuber, I think that I watched her video on it, actually recommended 2 years. But I'm like, I don't think I can store anything that long. So we're gonna try it for 1 year and see how they go. And I'll probably open one up midway and just check out the flavor, and we'll give you guys updates along the way. 2 things that you should do when you make this as well is to ensure that you give them a shake now and then. So put them in like a pantry or a space that you are going to walk into on a regular basis and just give it a shake now and then. And then the other thing I would do is just put a date on it so that you can remember, because a year from now you're going to forget, and if you're like me, I'm probably going to make multiple batches, so I need to know what date that I have on them. They make fantastic gifts for people. And they are certainly once to test them out if you're happy with the quality of the vanilla, which I'm super excited to test. If you're really happy with them, you're going to probably find that you'll use this and you won't use vanilla extract from the store anymore. So yeah, this will be fun. But this is our first round. Hey guys, it's been a month since we made that vanilla extract, and I wanted to show you guys what it looks like. Let's take a look. So this is it after almost a month. We're about 5 days short of when we made it. I think we made it January 1st, and it's now January 26th, so just slightly short of a month. So beautiful color so far. Certainly not dark enough. I've opened it up and it still smells very vodka-y, but also very vanilla-y. So I'm looking forward to giving it quite a bit more time in order to see that it gets quite dark. Now, again, you guys could have done this with extra vanilla beans and maybe your process would have gone faster, but I like this method. I'm good. I'm not in a rush. So this is it after 1 month. So I'll probably post this now so everybody can see what we've done, and then at the 1 year mark, when we open it up and give it a taste test, we'll do another video, quick video, to show everybody what the final product was like. Awesome guys, well, be friendly, be kind.